BSc TY Physics, Semester 5, Unit 1st, Crystal Structure, Paper number 13A, Solid State Physics. Hello student, welcome to all of you. In last period, we have to study the crystalline solids and non-crystalline solids, lattice crystal and translation vector, the unit cell. In this period, we have to learn about the basis and symmetry operation. First of all, we can define the lattice point or space point. The space lattice has been defined as an array of imaginary points which are so arranged in space that each point has identical surroundings is called space lattice or point lattice. The crystal structure is always described in terms of atom rather than the point. Thus, in order to obtain a crystal structure, an atom or group of atoms must be placed on each lattice point in a regular fashion. Such an atom or group of atoms is called basis. This is the definition of basis, isn't it? And the basis act as building unit or structural unit for the complete crystal structure. Thus, a lattice combined with basis generate the crystal structure. Mathematically, it is expressed as space lattice plus basis, that is called crystal structure. This is the definition of crystal structure. We have to study. Repeat, we can also define the basis. The space lattice is defined as an array of imaginary points which are so arranged in space that each point has identical surroundings. In order to obtain the crystal structure, an atom or group of atoms must be placed on each lattice point in a regular fashion. Such an atom or group of atoms is called basis. In mathematically, the space lattice plus basis that equal to the crystal structure. Thus, whereas lattice is a mathematical concept and the crystal structure is a physical concept. The generation of crystal structure from a two-dimensional lattice and basis is illustrated. The basis consists of two atoms represented by the symbol just like O or 0 and bold letter dot having orientation. The crystal structure is obtained by placing the basis on each lattice point such that the center of basis coincide with the lattice point. The generation of crystal structure from lattice and basis is the number of atoms in a basis may vary from 1 to several thousands, whereas the number of space lattice possible is only 14th. Thus, a large number of crystal structure may be obtained from just 14 space lattice simply because of the different type of basis available. If the basis consists of a single atom only, a monatomic crystal structure is obtained. Copper is an example of monatomic face-centered cubic structure. The example of complex bases are found in biological material. This is the short information about the bases. After that, we can study or we can learn about symmetrical operation. What is meant by symmetrical operation? The symmetrical operation consists of the translation, rotation, reflection and inversion. The translation operation applies to lattice and while the all remaining operation, a symmetry operation is that which transform the crystal to itself, that is, crystal remains invariant under symmetry operation. The translation symmetry operation applies to lattice only, while all the remaining operation and their combination applies to all objects and are collectively called as point symmetry operation. The inversion operation is applicable only to three-dimensional crystals. First of all, we can take the translation symmetry operation. Number first, translation symmetry operation. The translation symmetry follows orderly arrangement of a lattice, means that a lattice point R under lattice translation vector operation T gives another point R dash which is exactly identical to R, that is R dash is equal to R plus T, where small r is the lattice point and R dash is another lattice point and T is fundamental translation vector. In this equation, T is equal to n1a plus n2b plus n3c, where n1, n2, n3 are arbitrary integer and a, b, c are fundamental translation vector we have studied in last period. Second is rotation symmetry operation. First of all, we can define the rotation. A rotation is said to possess the rotation symmetry if its rotation by angle about axis transform the lattice to itself. The lattice always remains invariant by a rotation of 2 pi. The angle 2 pi must be integral multiple of theta. N theta is equal to 2 pi. We solving that equation, we get theta is equal to 2 pi upon n. This is the first equation. The factor n takes integral values and it is called as multiplicity of rotation axis. The possible values of n, which are compatible with the requirement of translation symmetry are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 only. Thus, for an example, for n equal to 6, put in equation first, n theta is equal to 2 pi, theta is equal to 2 pi divided by n. Substitute the values of n is equal to 6. We get theta is equal to 60 degree, which means that the lattice repeats itself with a minimum rotation of 60 degree. Such a rotation is illustrated in figure. A regular hexagon is an example of such a lattice. What is meant by n-fold rotation? We have to define n-fold rotation. A rotation corresponding to the values of n is called n-fold rotation. A two-dimensional square lattice have four-fold rotation symmetry. It may be noted that a rotation axis may or may not passes through a lattice point. The fact that five-fold rotation is not compatible with translation symmetry operation and only 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 fold rotation are permissible. We can prove that matter. Consider a row of lattice point A, B, C and D, and let T be the lattice translation factor. Let the lattice have n-fold rotation symmetry with rotation axis passing the lattice point perpendicular to the plane of the paper. The rotation of the angle theta is equal to 2 pi divided by n about point B and C in the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction respectively. Suppose B dash and C dash be the yield point which must be identical to B and C. Thus, the point B dash and C dash must be also the lattice point and should follows lattice translation symmetry. Hence, B dash C dash must be some integral multiple of BC. That is, B dash C dash is equal to measurement of BC. We can solving by using the figure geometry used to prove that only 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 fold rotation axes are permissible. We can using that figure, we get 2t cos of theta plus t is equal to measurement of t. We have to cancelling throughout by t. We get cos theta is equal to m minus 1 divided by 2. Solving that expression, we get where m is an integer. Mod of cos theta is less than or equal to 1. The allowed values of m are small m are 3, 2, 1, 0 and minus 1. This corresponds to the allowed values of theta as 0 degree or 360 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree and 180 degree respectively. From this equation 1, theta is equal to 2 pi divided by n. The permissible values of n are 1, 6, 4, 3 and 2. Thus, in this equation, we conclude that five-fold rotation is not permissible because it is compatible with lattice translation symmetry. Similarly, other rotations such as seven-fold rotation are also not permissible. We can study about the third point in symmetry operation is reflection. In this reflection, a lattice is said to possess reflection symmetry if there exists a plane in the lattice which divide it into two identical halves which are mirror images of each other. Such a plane is represented by small m. By considering the combination of reflection with allowed rotation, we note that each allowed axis can be associated with two possibilities. Number one is rotation with reflection. Second, the other rotation without reflection. Since there are 5 allowed rotation axes, the possible number of such a combination is 10. These are designated as 1, 1m, 2, 2m, 3, 3m, 4, 4m, 6, 6m. In these values, these are the even and odd numbers where the numerals represent the type of rotation axis. The first m represent in the above number. The first m represent a plane or line parallel to the axis, rotation axis, and second double m refer to another plane perpendicular to the rotation axis. These 10 groups are represented as follows. The last but one symmetry operation is inversion. Fourth point is inversion. The inversion is a point. Inversion is a point operation which is applicable to three-dimensional lattice only. The symmetry element implies that each point located at r dash relative to a lattice point has an identical point located at minus r relative to the same lattice point. In other words, it means that the lattice possesses a center of inversion. It is denoted by I inverse. In this way, we have to study in this period is the basis and symmetry operation. The base, what is meant by the basis? The crystal structure and the point lattice. We have to summarize in this article is the array of imaginary points which are so arranged in space that each point has identical surrounding, that is called point lattice or space lattice. The second definition is basis. Basis is an atom or group of atoms must be placed on each lattice point in a regular fashion. The group of atoms is called the basis. What is meant by the crystal structure? The space lattice plus the basis that gives rise to the crystal structure. This is the summary of basis. The symmetry operation consists of 4 points, that is the translation. It consists of translation, rotation, reflection, and inversion. What is the main difference between these 3 points? The first point, the translation operation, it applies only the lattice point, while the remaining 3, rotation, reflection, and inversion, they applies to all objects and collectively called the point symmetry operation. The last symmetry operation is the inversion operation. It is applicable only the three-dimensional only. This is the short summary of our brief information about the basis and symmetry operation. Thank you very much.